Alrighty, here we go with what appears to be a keep. Giraffe's Messenger is a little bit awkward in this hand, but other than that, should be good. We also have quite a bit of disruption, hand disruption. Looks like it's gonna be good disruption though. Like Urborg would probably be our best draw. Would allow us to cast Giraffe's Messenger and fire off 2 discard spells. Alright. That's pretty good too. Just start with Inquisition. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Alright, what's Scion of Una again? Fairies have Shroud. Other fairies. Alright, so... Probably Spellstutter Sprite is my best option for now. Like Lightning Bolt isn't a big deal. Scion of Una we should be able to take next turn if we really want to. And yeah, if our opponent playing Serum Visions means that they can't Spellstutter Sprite us this turn, so we are free to Inquisition and Thoughtseize with impunity. Alright, Collective Brutality, interesting. Let's just start with the Inquisition. Alright, multiple sounds. Multiple sounds is not what we want to happen. I think I'm going to just Dread Wanderer this turn though. Because next turn we can Thoughtseize if our opponent does top deck a land and take the second Scion. Alright. It's not that great actually. It's not terrible though. Alright, so we know our opponent's hand. We take a Scion. So if we play another Thoughtseize, our opponent's just going to cast Scion, but I think we just have to do it anyways. And then we can kill the Scion with Collective Brutality. Oh, interesting. Okay, we'll just take the Scion, leave some Lightning Bolts. It might have been better to actually not cast the Thoughtseize. Alright, so tons of bolts. So we don't really want to cast Lord of the Undead just to have it get bolted. Alright, let's draw out the other bolt. I mean, we're potentially getting some other card, and this is actually like bolting our opponent anyways, even if they do have to cast bolt. Alright, so Mana Leak. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. I mean, if we ever resolve Giraffe's Messenger, the game is pretty much over. That's pretty good top deck. All our draws are pretty good here, though, since Swamp just allows us to cast Ralph's Messenger, and any other card is pretty good. That was actually one of the not so good draws, I guess. I suppose another Ralph's Messenger isn't even that good. Opponent probably should have bolted us. I guess they would mess up their scry, so makes sense they didn't. Alright, so we could lose here since they put a card on top. I don't think I want to offer this trade, since that could result in us not being able to cast Lord of the Undead. Alright, let's just play Lord of the Undead. Beef up our dudes the rest of time. For the rest of time. Alright. Appears to be a race. Appears to be a race. Like, I could trade here. Alright. I guess I won't then. Now we can't attack with Lord of the Undead. Another Bitter Blossom. So I could just draw some Messenger. I could also activate Mutavault, play Relentless Dead. Now that there's two Bitter Blossoms, pressuring our opponent is pretty important. I think I want to swing with Mutavault. The question is, do I swing with Lord of the Undead? Probably not. I mean, the clock of Relentless Dead and Ralph's Messenger are pretty similar. Assuming the Ralph's Messenger eventually resolves. Alright. I pump up that Mutavault too. Didn't realize that. Opponent is more astute than we are. Alright. Well, good thing we didn't swing with Lord of the Undead. Although I guess it would have traded with Mutavault anyways, since once it's off the battlefield, the Mutavault would die. Alright, Liliana. Let's get our Menace on. Taking it. Alright. Alright, better kill me this turn, otherwise Bitter Blossom will finish the job. Alright. So, Gifted Aetherborn seems pretty good. Ratchet Bomb seems okay. Bloodghast seems okay. Lash Wraith seems okay. Lord of the Undead doesn't seem that great, since fairies should have like really top tier removal. Same with Liliana, just because it's so bad against Spell Starter Sprites and Bitter Blossom. All her cheap stuff seems pretty good, like Fatal Push is nice, Crypt Breaker good, all the cheap Disruption good. Probably just get rid of all the Lords of the Undead. How many Collective Brutalities do I want? Probably don't even want Last Wraith. I think Ratchet Bomb should probably be worth it. Just because it's very good against Bitter Blossom. I kind of want one Collective Brutality at least. Maybe go like that. The Ratchet Bombs might just be too essential to cut, but alright, we have 4 1-drops. I think this hand is a keep. 2 Fatal Pushes and a Thoughtseize. Seems pretty good. Alright, Serum Visions. So hopefully there aren't too many Bitter Blossoms coming up, since this hand isn't great against Bitter Blossom. Alright, Inquisition. Let's see what fairies there are. Alright, Magma Spray, that's pretty good against us. Serum Vision's Snapcaster. I could just take the Serum Visions and then try and Thoughtseize out the Snapcaster. I think I'll just play it safe and take the Snapcaster though, since Snapcaster is packed full of value. Alright, so opponent casts their Serum Visions. I mean, hopefully we draw Swamp. We did indeed draw a Swamp. Alright, so Thoughtseize. At least, at very worst, we're taking a Magma Spray. Click. So our opponent probably put an island on top, since they topped. Put a blue source. The Magma Spray would be great against the Messenger, but I think we'll just worry about that when we get there, since Fatal Push isn't great against Clique. Alright, another Dread Wanderer is pretty good. I mean, we can function pretty well on such a low amount of lands. I'll just play this since I don't want this to get bolted or pushed immediately. I would prefer these guys eat the removal. Alright, I'll just let that happen. I could Fatal Push it to put it in our graveyard instead of exile, but who really cares about Dread Wanderer? Alright. So our opponent has Lightning Bolt, one other card, and now another card. Huh. Apparently they didn't have a blue source. I guess I'll draw out something here. I mean, we don't really benefit that much by waiting. Yeah, Spell Stutter Sprite is kind of annoying. Guess we could have left the clique. Interesting. Leaving up that mana. I mean, it makes me think of Mistbind Clique. Which Inquisition doesn't stop. Just a Snapcaster. Or a Remand. Alright. Get bolted. See that. So now our opponent is top decking. Interesting. They didn't activate. Ratchet Bomb. Ratchet Bomb. I think I'm just gonna wait. I might want to upkeep Fatal Push this. Both at 12. Alright. Remand. I think that's fine. Try again. We'll wait until they attack so they don't activate Mutavault. And now might as well Relentless Dead, considering we have two of them. Getting remanded a lot. Remand should not usually be this effective against zombies. We have been stuck on 2 lands for a while though. Yeah, I'm just happy we weren't stuck on 1 land. Alright, puts 1 card on top. Hits us with Mutavault. There's another land, that's good for us. Gonna go ahead and Thoughtseize. Even though we are getting pretty low here. Okay, so that suggests they have something good. I think we have to Fatal Push. We're at low life total here. Alright, Bitter Blossom, perfect. Go ahead and Relentless Dead to be mana efficient. Ratchet Bomb could be great. Alright. Looking okay again. I mean, we have 4 cards in hand. Of course, if our opponent top decks something amazing, we will be back in the doghouse. Gravecaller, Cryptbreaker. Snapcaster is pretty much the worst thing for us. Still not the end of the world, as we know it. Like, we can still easily win this. I think we're blocking Snapcaster. Alright. I think we have to try and resolve Ratchet Bomb here when our opponent just has one card drawn. Ew. That's not good. Alright, so I guess I should have blown this on after that came in, if I was planning on doing that. I think I have to wait a turn though. Go to 4. Okay. Not a very good land to draw. Compared to the amazing swamp. We might still be able to pull this off. Alright. Get rid of all the tokens after one is made. Our opponent's at 8. We're at a healthy 4. Looks like they might have drawn 2 lands. We hit them down to 2, play Drelf's Messenger. Hopefully don't die. Seems like the play. If they have like Remand or Mana Leak, we might be screwed. Alright, resolves. Might have pulled this one out. I mean, if our opponent bricks yet again, obviously Snapcaster Bolt kills us immediately. If any of these connect, we win. Alright, pulled it out barely against the Suns and the Bitter Blossom. That was an interesting game since we were stuck on 2 lands for so long, and then our opponent thankfully didn't manage to draw the win at the very end. Nice.